All right, so our forward and reverse grip really stands for this acts as a blade or a sword. The reverse grip is acting as a knife, as a dagger, right? So that forward and reverse grip, it allows you to, when you're doing the knife stuff, to still have something to hit when you're practicing. But the application of it is, one is a sword, one is a dagger here, right? So in our position here is, we've got the knife always pointing forward. We've got the stick up high. You would go angle 1 crosses. This thrusts out and it turns and cuts across the abdomen, right? Stabs under the arm, turns and cuts its way out. And as it cuts its way out, we hit with that sword again, pulling it underneath. Now I'm set to thrust on this side. I thrust down on that angle 11 and it turns to cut on its way out. Big diagonal gash there, followed by the right hand on that angle 2. And then we stab under the arm, but pull it straight back again to the side we started on. That's the whole side, right to left, doing our sword and dagger pattern, right? Hits with the right, stab with the left, and turn as it cuts out, and we hit with the right again, come under, then the stab with the left, it turns and cuts, we slice with the right, we stab again with the left, and bring it back again, right? So, Peyton, you want to do a sword and dagger with me real quick? We're going to measure our distance, since we're using a shorter weapon here, a little bit closer. Instead of tip to tip, we hold it up vertical and we come wrist to wrist, right? This will actually be how close we want to be. Now we can attack with the knife as well. So from our chambered position on the right, we hit first with a stick, we thrust and we pull out, right? Now again, when you're using the forward and reverse grip, we have something to hit. We don't this time. So I'm instead visualizing the hit, turn and cut, and then we come out with that last whip tick and pull it back underneath again. Then this side, again, it'll thrust, and it's going into, he's actually thrusting me high at the neck, turning and cutting all the way, all the way across. So it'll thrust, cut downward, then this one will hit, boom, and then we're stabbing under the arm, coming right back again, right? And then we're back where we started. We hit, thrust, turn and cut, and hit, pull back. This will thrust, cut, that hits, thrust, pull back again. Hit, thrust and cut, hit, pull back. This thrusts and cuts down. We hit, thrust under the arm and back again. That is the Espada y Dagga. Thank you, Peyton. Now for the other version of this, we have where we're both reverse grip. Double reverse grip is double dagger, or Dagga y Dagga. So double dagger, double knife in this case. You have a knife in each hand. So in this case, we're going to be chambered in such a way where both knives always point forward. And we're doing the thrust and cut with the right, followed by the thrust underneath and cut across, and then we stab and pull back. Now I'm lined up on the lefts. Nothing has changed with when we were using the double reverse sticks. Only I'm not hitting with the bottom this time. I'm stabbing and cutting across. This stabs under the arm and cuts across the midway, and then one more stab under the arm and pull back again, right? Stab high, cut downward, stab under the arm, cut horizontally, stab under the other arm and pull it back. Now we've got the other side ready to stab down on angle 11 and cut across angle 2, come out with an angle 7, cut across angle 4, and then come back with an angle 6, and then we're loaded again on the other side. Thomas, you want to help me with double knife, dagger and dagger? Do you have two? Yes. Double knife, patterns. We don't touch much at all on this. Again, we want to be wrist to wrist, right? Nice and close. We're in here. We're just practicing and visualizing that cut. This comes under the arm, cuts across. We'll stab under the arm and bring it back. And this side will stab, boom, comes across. Not quite as fun as when you can click the sticks. That's why we have the double reverse grip. But that's the application of the double reverse grip, is that you're holding two knives. Thrust, cut down, thrust, cut across, thrust under the arm, and come back again, right? That's the application of the double reverse, and the forward reverse is Espada y Dagga, or sword and dagger in one case, and Dagga y Dagga in the other.